Las gafas. What is up, so bitches? Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a Cocinando Pendejes. Now this has been like such a highly requested video and I don't know why. Like I think people like just like watching me cook or whatever, but today I have something that's so like versatile. Like you can make it super cheap and it's so bomb, or you could dress it up and make it bougie or whatever. So today I'm gonna make garlic noodles. Now some of the ingredients are probably gonna be like a little weird, so it's just like, just trust me, it's gonna be so good. Okay,
if it don't involve money, then I don't accept.
so come on over and let me show you what you're gonna need. Some pasta, you're gonna need some garlic. I like the minced one, so I'm not gonna do the work. You're gonna need some cheese. This is Parmesan and Romano and Asiago cheese. You're gonna need butter. So you can just use regular butter, but this is clarified butter, aka ghee. This basically is just like butter that's been boiled, cause you know, like me cago, and so like this is good for like lactose intolerant, but you still want to eat butter. Okay. Pepper, some chives. You could either use just regular cooked shrimp or you could use chicken. I don't know about beef. I would either do shrimp or chicken, or if you don't want to use either or, you don't have to, okay? I need some crushed red pepper. Now the last like weird ingredient that maybe like most Latinos don't have just lying around is some fish sauce. Now you can pick this up at any supermarket. You can get it at like Food for Less, at La Carniceria maybe, if you're lucky. So it's like a Vietnamese brand. I don't personally like seafood. I don't like fish and things like that. This is basically just like sardine. Think about like a light fishy like soy sauce, if anything. Okay. All right. So let's get started. First you're gonna need to my light. So if the lighting is shitty, sorry about that. Okay. Let's get started. So you're gonna want to start boiling your pasta. I already have some water already pre-boiled. All I did was I added just pre-boiled some water. You can use like different types of noodles. I just wanted to make this like really easy so anybody can make. So I'm just using regular spaghetti. I'm not gonna use all of it because honestly, if I don't eat it like today, I'm gonna stick it in the fridge and I'm never gonna eat it, and it's just a waste of food. So this recipe is like good for maybe like 2 people. I'm just gonna half everything just for myself, but you can use a whole packet if you're feeding a family, or even if you're feeding just 2 people. Like if y'all like to eat, then just whatever. So I'm gonna use half of it. So I'm gonna use like this much of pasta, okay? So I'm gonna toss it into my water. Some people like to break their pasta. I don't like to break it just because like when you're eating it, I like that like long noodle like ish flavor or whatever. Okay, so now we're gonna work on the sauce. Now this is like a really easy, simple sauce, and it's literally not gonna take that much, okay? You're gonna use your butter. You're gonna use, I'm gonna just half it. So I usually would use 4 teaspoons. I'm talking about these big spoons. So you wanna use like 4 of these because it's gonna be kind of light. But since I'm gonna half it, I'm gonna use 2. I'm gonna go ahead, now this is kind of like a lot, so I'm gonna use 2 scoops. I'm gonna put it into my pot directly. So I'm gonna use like that much, okay? Okay, so now that you added the butter, you just add whatever. Like I said, this is ghee. You don't have to use this. Just use regular butter if you don't have it. Now, we're gonna let the butter kind of melt first, and then we're gonna use the fish sauce. Like you need to get the fish sauce. Like I would say that you could probably get away without using it, but this gives it a really like umami flavor. You're gonna use 2 teaspoons. So I'm gonna just do 1, 2. You guys remember watching the Food Network? Okay, so on my spare time, people always ask me like, Kevin, like who do you watch on YouTube? And I kid you not, I watch like old reruns of like that fat bitch from the Food Network. Her name's like Ina. That bitch was a fucking like engineer, and she just like became like a fucking cook, and I'm like, dude, that's literally goals. And I just watch her and she kind of just like hovers around, and I'm like, fuck, when I like make Cocinando Pendejes, do I look like that? Let that do its thing. You're gonna keep this sauce at like a medium. We're gonna add just a little bit more ingredients, okay? You're gonna start smelling that like fishy smell, but it's okay, okay? So now that I added the butter, I added the fish sauce, I'm gonna add garlic. You can use fresh garlic, but I'm a lazy bitch and I don't like to chop shit. So I just buy this little canned one, and we're gonna like, you really want the flavor of garlic to really be predominant in the dish. So I'm gonna add a good 2 heaping spoonfuls of it, okay? The whole goal is that you want to brown the garlic, because when you roast the garlic, it turns like a nice little brown flavor, and it gives it a lot more depth, and it's super good, okay? So So we're gonna just go ahead and let this do its thing. Okay, so now that you added your 3 ingredients, you have your butter, you have your garlic, and you have your fish sauce. Now you're gonna add some of the spices, okay? This is totally optional, you don't have to use this. I like spicy things, but if you're gonna feed this to your kids or whatever, which, dang, your kids are gonna be eating bougie. I'm gonna do some red pepper flakes. I always measure out in the palm of my hand. Like this right here is about a teaspoon, okay? So I'm gonna just go ahead and just put that in there. I'm gonna add a little bit more because I fucking love spice and I love chili, okay? The whole point is that you wanna season the butter to give it that flavor, okay? And then to that, I'm also gonna add some ground black pepper. The same thing, I'm gonna do about 2 teaspoons, okay? So I'm just gonna fill in my palm like here and toss, palm, boom, toss. Enough, fuck, I should just been a fucking chef, huh? Fuck's full. Okay, and then I also got some chives. I decided to put this because it kind of looks a little bland without it, and it's just for a little bit of color. I chopped about maybe like 4 or 5 little stalks of it, but I'm gonna add just half of it into here at first, and then the rest is gonna be for like garnish, okay? Let's check on the pasta. Pasta's looking good. I'm gonna turn it off already, okay? You don't want the pasta to be like super like wiggly and wet. Like you kind of want to have it just to be like a little firm because it's still going to continue to cook inside of the pot. So don't cook it super wiggly unless you like that, but you kind of want to leave it a little firm. So I'm gonna add some shrimp, okay? This is like easy because like it's already like cooked. It's already like been what is it called when they take out the caracol or whatever? You could use chicken, you could use whatever you want, but I'm gonna use shrimp today just because I don't feel like doing the most of cooking it, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna eat all of it. I'm just gonna probably use half, even though it's been frozen. They're already cooked, so you don't have to like do much to them, okay? Now I'm gonna add my shrimp to this. That looks good. And I'm gonna turn the heat a little bit more up. Now the whole point is that for this is for the shrimp to grab that nice flavor. All right, so now I just basically took out the water from the pasta and this thing is looking good. Now the only thing of FYIs with the shrimp is you don't want to overcook it because they're already been cooked. Because if you overcook it, it's gonna get really like rubbery and like nasty and you're not gonna want that, okay? So the last thing I'm gonna do to the sauce, I'm gonna add some of the Parmigiano Reggiano. You could even use a regular like shaker one, but I'm just being bougie and got like this one. So I'm gonna add the cheese on top. It smells like okay. There you go. The last step, you're just gonna add the pasta right into your sauce, okay? So grab your pasta, and it should, like I said, it should be kind of firm, not too like wiggly, and you're just gonna place it in there. Now what's gonna happen is the pasta is gonna absorb all the butter and all the garlic, and it's gonna be super good. Check it out. Come look at it. And then at this point, you're just gonna toss it all together, okay? So it looks really nice and pretty, like zing. Turn off the heat, and that's it. That was literally the easiest like pasta dish that you could like possibly make. And let me tell you guys, it's so good and it's so cheap. Literally, I spent less than like 20 bucks for all of the, like for everything, for the shrimp, for the like butter, for the chives, for the pasta. And it's just like, dude, if you go to like Cheesecake Factory and buy like one dish, it's already like $15. So you can like make this for a whole family of like 4 or even 5. Grab my little fork because you guys always want to see me eat it, right? Then I'm just gonna go ahead and grab some shrimp on top. Really shrimpy. Really shrimp. And then for garnish, I'm gonna add a little bit of more chives. Just just to make it a little bit of Parmesan cheese on top, just like that. And this is the final product. It's gonna be so good. I'm so excited. You guys ready? Damn, this it looks like fucking cookbook recipe shit, huh? And it was so easy to make. Ready? You guys, I'm not joking, it's so good. Like, I guarantee you, if you like garlic and if you like pasta, you're gonna love this dish, dude. You guys, thank you guys so much for supporting my channel. If you like more of these videos, make sure you comment down below what you want to see next. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and click the subscribe button and make sure you put on the notifications so you're the first persons to know when I upload a video. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys next time. Las gafas. Suck my ass, suck my ass. I'll see you some bitches later, okay? Bye.
Don't involve money that I don't accept.